Canada's draft radioactive waste policy, released in February 2022, rests on an assumption that disposal facilities will be available for all of Canada's nuclear waste. And the draft policy hands the job of planning, developing, and operating radioactive waste facilities over to the nuclear industry. The nuclear industry's current plan for the long-term management of high-level waste includes centralizing all of Canada's nuclear fuel waste to a single location. For decades, low and intermediate level waste have been building up at Canada's federally owned Chalk River Nuclear Laboratory. So here's a question. Are nuclear waste management sites being set up for future reprocessing operations? Here's what we know. Reprocessing will not solve Canada's nuclear waste problem. The industry has created a massive stockpile of nuclear fuel waste, and some nuclear proponents are telling a story that reprocessing the waste will take care of it, but it won't. Reprocessing increases the overall volume of radioactive waste by a factor of 20 or more and creates new types and forms of radioactive waste. In addition to generating more and different types of radioactive waste, reprocessed waste costs more to manage and to store. After reprocessing, the waste would still be radioactive for hundreds of thousands of years and would still have to be kept isolated from the environment into perpetuity. The nuclear industry promotes the idea of deep geological repositories for the long-term management of high-level waste, but reprocessing won't improve the safety prospects for a DGR. For example, iodine-129, a key radionuclide in safety assessments for deep geological repository concepts, would be unaffected by reprocessing. So iodine-129 would be just as much a problem, and new problems would have been created. So, are there signs that make us wonder if the nuclear industry isn't already setting the stage for future reprocessing operations at nuclear waste management sites? Oh yes. Hot cells are an industry standard in reprocessing operations. The Nuclear Waste Management Organization is proposing that Canada's high-level nuclear fuel waste be centralized in a single location where they will repackage the reactor waste in a series of hot cells. Their plan also includes what they call an option of receiving the waste at their central site and storing it in temporary structures before placing it in their proposed deep geological repository. Canadian Nuclear Laboratories is a private sector consortium that manages the Chalk River Nuclear Laboratory site, which is the only location in Canada where reprocessing has been carried out. CNL is currently constructing a research facility that will include 12 new hot cells at the Chalk River site, and CNL is in a partnership with Moltex. Moltex is the proponent of a reactor that would use reprocessed nuclear fuel and is currently the most ambitious promoter of reactor fuel waste reprocessing active in Canada. Centralizing waste for reprocessing creates an attractive target for terrorist acts. No complete life cycle study of safety and terrorism risks of reprocessing nuclear waste has been done by disinterested parties. So, what's the solution? Not only should rules be put in place that would not allow reprocessing operations to be added to nuclear waste management sites, but, very importantly, Canada's radioactive waste policy must formally ban the reprocessing of nuclear waste in Canada. I'm Brennain Lloyd from Northwatch. Visit reprocessing.ca to learn more. Thank you.